Good evening, everyone. This is David Paulides, and you are listening to the official Missing 411 podcast. For years, my research has documented peculiar disappearances, those strange cases where rational explanations simply vanish into thin air. We look for clusters, for patterns, for the uncanny. But tonight, the mystery is not about missing people. It's about a presence. This is the story of a relentless phenomenon contained within the borders of one sprawling Texas ranch and the two men who live there. Their account details decades of coexistence and conflict with creatures they call wolves, or what the cryptid community knows as the dog man. This case forces us to ask a terrifying question. What if the key to the Missing 411 mystery isn't just a location, but a creature? And what if that creature is not native to this dimension? The information you are about to hear comes from extensive interviews with the two brothers, Noah and Abel. Their family history here is steeped in violence, dating back to a deliberate act of war, the shooting of a female dogman decades ago. This single event ignited a conflict Abel's brother, Noah, believes is still very much ongoing. This dogman, this cryptid, carries all the chilling hallmarks of our classic 411 cases. The unexplainable fear, the proximity to humanity, and the unnatural behavior. Their lives became defined by opposing philosophies. Noah is the adversary, the hard pragmatist, who sees the dogman as a menace to be eliminated. Abel is the sentimentalist, the acclimator, the one who sought peace, even friendship, with a dogman he named Stripes. Noah's survival hinged on understanding the dogman's operational procedure, and he views them as apex predators with unnervingly high intelligence. He recounted a terrifying incident while picking dewberries with his wife, hearing the unmistakable snapping of twigs close by. Noah simply leveled his rifle toward the sound. He didn't even see the entity, but that was enough. He heard the heavy footfalls jog away. That single action, the leveling of a rifle, communicated intent and capability, a level of understanding that defies the typical animal. But Noah warned that this retreat is often a bluff. The real danger lies in their primary hunting tactic, a behavioral pattern eerily similar to cases we have documented in remote locations. The old-timers told him that when they truly attack you, it's always from behind. If you see them face on, they'll often bluff charge, then immediately melt into the woods, disappearing faster than any animal should. Their true intention is to flank you, to grab you from the side, or to bite the back of your neck. Noah confirmed this technique was observed when they attacked livestock, systematically killing cows, horses, and dogs in the past. He believes they operate like a military unit, sending out a scout for reconnaissance, because they are simply not alone. This high-level strategy is based on survival. An injury in the wild, an infection, is often a death sentence. They are far too intelligent to risk a fair fight, which is why there are several bodies buried on this property from the conflicts that started in the old days. Abel's conviction is based on his own experience, leading him down a path Noah deemed pure delusion. Abel shared an astonishing detail that challenges our understanding of biology. He believes these things heal quickly. He points to the chicken killer, a large gray dog man he saw with a front paw completely gone, yet still functioning. This creature would hop on 3 legs, sometimes running on 2, surviving by raiding the coops for chickens and eggs. For Abel, this indicates an almost supernatural ability to recover from catastrophic injury, a quality that puts them in a separate class entirely. His dangerous relationship with Stripes was cemented by a bizarre, ritualistic exchange, a sign of mutual, if terrifying, understanding. When cattle were taken, Abel claims Stripes would sometimes leave a deer carcass in exchange, a disturbing form of currency. The family even found strange, unsettling artifacts, sticks tied together with gut in bizarre, snowflake-like shapes, left as gifts or symbols. This is not just a predator. This is something with a sense of community, with a capacity for culture. But the true terror of this relationship became clear in the account of Andrew's childhood, a classic missing 411 temporary abduction. Andrew was the son of the patriarch, and his lifelong fear began when he was taken by one of the creatures while wandering off near the wood line. He was lured by a smaller one, then seized by a female, held against his will, and returned, but never spoke of it again. The ultimate act that solidified Abel's bond with Stripes involved a house fire caused by Abel's drinking and a lit cigar. Abel claims he was unconscious, but woke up outside of his burning home, rescued. Both brothers confirm that Stripes saved his life, pulling the large man from the house, proving a loyalty that defies the creature's monstrous appearance. The impossible stealth and intelligence of these creatures lead us to an uncomfortable hypothesis, one I have explored many times in documented missing, 411 cases. The possibility of dimensional rifts, or vortices, zones where the natural laws of our world are subtly broken, where things pass through. Jay, a security professional, recounted an encounter in Florida that perfectly illustrates this unnatural interference near the high strangeness area of the Okefenokee Swamp. He and his wife saw a massive, 6-foot-plus creature with a wolf-like head and terrifying orange-yellow eyeshine less than 50 feet away. Jay was paralyzed with fear as the creature crouched down onto 2 legs, intensely focused on him, waiting for an ambush. In a desperate attempt to protect his home, Jay set up staked floodlights to cover the blind spots around the tree. The next morning, his defenses were deliberately, maliciously sabotaged. One light was yanked up, stake and all, and tossed aside, and the other light was tilted straight up into the air, an act requiring deliberate manipulation. This was not an animal. This was a conscious, intelligent act of psychological warfare. A creature letting Jay know that its presence could not be dismissed. The terror was amplified a week later when Jay heard the sound of a slaughter happening just a few hundred yards away. A vicious pack of wild hogs was being torn to pieces, followed by a single blood-curdling, screaming groan, yell. The area the next morning was ripped apart, confirming a dangerous presence. Jay's ultimate realization after arming himself with a 300 Win Mag was terrifying. He found himself deeply uncomfortable with the lack of a natural explanation and began to question if these things were truly paranormal. If they are, he asked, what do you use to fight them? His answer was clear: definitely not anything man-made. This level of stealth, intelligence, and malicious interaction points to an entity that is not simply hiding in our woods, but actively interfering with our world. The Dogman's profile, its impossible intelligence, and connection to unnatural violence all perfectly align with the bizarre anomalies of the missing 411 reports. It is a strong possibility that this creature is one manifestation of a supernatural or perhaps interdimensional force operating within these geographic clusters. A dimensional rift theory suggests these entities are crossing over, using our world as a temporary hunting ground, drawn to areas of high energy. The events at the Texas ranch are a sobering warning. 2 brothers survived by adopting radically different methods, but both were irrevocably changed. Noah remains the vigilant warrior, confirming that the average person is not equipped to deal with this, and that a gun is just a security blanket. Abel, despite his bond, offered a final grim truth. There's good ones and there's bad ones, but they are large predators. The Dogman is a cipher in the missing 411 code, a terrifying physical manifestation of the unexplained. It reminds us that there are forces at work in our wilderness that we cannot comprehend, cannot contain, and certainly cannot kill with a hunting rifle. Thank you for listening. Keep your eyes on the tree line and stick to the trails. The wilderness is not always what it seems.